but I just can't get over how good Rueben Bain Jr. has been. He made two of the best offensive lines in the country look bad, and that was Notre Dame and Florida. Those are two teams that PFF ranked very high when it came to offensive line rankings. And if you watched Rueben Bain Jr., you wouldn't even know that that was the case, that those teams have two of the best offensive lines in the entire country. Rueben Bain Jr. right now is the Heisman. He deserves to win Heisman at the current moment. Miami's defense is incredible. Their defensive line is one of the best we've seen in the past few years here in college football, and he is the driving element of that. He is taking over games and wrecking football games. He's not just wrecking the game as a pass rusher. He's doing it all. High motor, incredible against the run. This guy is as well-rounded as a defensive tackle, defensive end that you're going to see. This guy is winning games for Miami. And I think going forward, that's going to continue to be the case. I think that what we saw on Saturday from him is just the beginning. He should be the guy that wins Heisman if he continues on this trajectory. Right now, he's the best player in the country. I don't think any of these quarterbacks have made a great case. Maybe you could say Garrett Nussmeier, but I don't think Garrett Nussmeier has played all that well. Like, he's played fine, but he hasn't played that well. Maybe Dante Moore makes a strong case on Saturday here against Penn State, but I don't think anybody at the current moment has a stronger case than Rueben Bain Jr. And that's why I think if the season ended right now, obviously I would give the Heisman to John Mateer, but give it a few weeks, and I may be saying if the season ended right now, Rueben Bain would be the Heisman, because this young man is incredible. Coached by Jason Taylor, Miami's defensive line, it's off the charts, and they have a real chance to win the national championship. And he is a big part of the reason why they could potentially win a national championship this upcoming year, because of what that defensive line is doing and the impact that they're making on the game. And when you look at the other Heisman candidates, let me pull up the favorites for Heisman at the current moment. I know this is bad radio. I'm sorry about that. So you have John Mateer right now is the odds-on favorite. Then you have Fernando Mendoza. Then you have Fernando Mendoza, the Indiana quarterback. Dante Moore, the Oregon quarterback. Carson Beck, the Miami quarterback. And it is so crazy to me that Rueben Bain Jr. isn't even. Is this just are they just saying the top? That's insane to me. That is flat out insane. He's not even close to being anywhere near the Heisman favorite. That is wild to me. None of these quarterbacks are playing all that well. John Mateer, he's showing something. He, to me, is the quarterback in the country right now that is separating himself from the pack. Dante Moore has a chance to separate himself from the pack on Saturday if he goes in there and plays well against Penn State. Garrett Nussmeier, he still has some opportunities to make something happen and put together a Heisman case. But at the end of the day, don't believe that any of those players are impacting winning to the extent that Rueben Bain has impacted winning for the Miami Hurricanes at the current moment. The fact that this defense can play as well as they do because of the fact that he is garnering so much attention from opposing offenses, and the fact that the other players on his defensive line are playing much better because of his presence, I don't believe that any other player in the country. Maybe you could say Fernando Mendoza. He's been putting together some really good things, but I just can't get over how good Rueben Bain Jr. has been. He made two of the best offensive lines in the country look bad, and that was Notre Dame and Florida. Those are two teams that PFF ranked very high when it came to offensive line rankings. And if you watched Rueben Bain Jr., you wouldn't even know that that was the case, that those teams have two of the best offensive lines in the entire country. That's how good he is. That's how impactful he is. And that's why I believe he deserves the Heisman Trophy if, John Mateer is going to be out for a significant amount of time. If he misses 3 or 4 games, no doubt in my mind, Rueben Bain needs to be a guy that is talked about. He, to me, would be number 2 on my Heisman rankings. But of course, it's not a award that goes to anything other than quarterbacks, which is upsetting. I mean, granted, Travis Hunter won it last year, but Travis Hunter also had to play 2 positions, one on offense and one on defense, for him to win that award. So it's a shame that it doesn't go to more defensive players. And to me, Rueben Bain is making such an impact that the case needs to be made that this guy could potentially be the Heisman.